It's the top story at Infowars.com. Leaked U.S. Army document outlines plan for re-education camps in America. Well, what do you see in the KSLA TV piece about the clergy response team? They say, we work with the military that during martial law, you'll do what's required of you and submit in the camp and take your forced inoculations and turn your guns in and let your children be sent to another center. And they practice picking your kids up at the school, FEMA does, and taking them away and not telling you where they go. This is all part of the martial law system. That's why when somebody sees a gun, they lock down half the town where you live all the time. It's about training you to be a prisoner. TSA, it's all prisoner training. That's what happens when you get to a prison, is they do what the TSA does. It's prisoner induction. Leaked U.S. Army document outlines plan for re-education camps in America. You want to see what it looks like in an urban warfare drill, you can watch my film, Police State 2000, or in the film that came out 4 years ago, Children of Men, when they're taking people into the camp processing area on the buses. That's exactly what Abu Ghraib and others look like. And the training they do over there, they admit, is for here. And they grab your wife, they grab your kids, and they got people working in these things that like to rape kids. Remember, that's in the Army's own report on Abu Ghraib and other camps. Raping of children with battery acid. Look it up. I'm not joking. Continue. Leaked U.S. That's Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what the good guys do now. It's not the general military. It's special perv units. Leaked U.S. Army document outlines plan for re-education camps in America. Political activists would be pacified to sympathize with the government. This is a leaked U.S. Army document prepared for the Department of Defense, contains shocking plans for political activists to be pacified. We're going to put that PDF on screen now. Again, leaked U.S. Army document prepared for the Department of Defense contains shocking plans for political activists to be pacified by PSYOP officers, psychological warfare officers, into developing an appreciation of U.S. policies. This is domestically, it goes on to say. Now, that's teaching them how to have Stockholm Syndrome. Enjoy their masters, and most cowards do. They do a mind flip where they actually believe it. Thank you for torturing me. Thank you for putting me in a labor camp. I understand my children need to be kept in another area, and then the other minions in the camp will tattle on you and things, creating a psychology that they have power and watch you be drug away and tortured because they heard you talk bad. And they'll actually start smiling and kissing the rear end of the abusers. And this is what America is now. This happens in every other country. This is the Gulag, Archipelago. This is what Alexander Solzhenitsyn talked about. You want to be slaves? You got it. This is what you want. This is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you get. In fact, let's come back with the theme song of Hardware. I think it's called The Order of Death, is the name of the band. Let's try to find that. Thank you. Oh, let me continue. This is at Infowars.com. It should be the #1 story in America today, but you'll send it to friends and family, and they won't even go look and find out it's real. They'll just say, oh, that's not true. Oh, the NDAA isn't real. The checkpoints on the highways with the TSA isn't real. None of that's real. That's why I got so mad and started screaming at that guy yesterday who called up, and he didn't deny that he had the National Guard marching around in Minnesota on the streets to condition people. He just said that I was being biased. Oh, yeah, you bet I'm biased towards freedom. You bet I've been to dozens of urban warfare training drills and witnessed them trained to come in our houses and take our kids away from us and take our guns and beat the daylights out of us if we're lucky. You bet I'm biased against that, pal. That's why I went into a rage. Because I'm so upset about what we're going into here. And I want to turn it around. But your level of denial out there is not helping, folks. The document entitled FM 3-39.40. By the way, I've got old manuals, what they did in Vietnam and stuff. This is right out of it when you read it. Resettlement and internment operations. Again, internment resettlement operations, PDF, was originally released on a restricted basis to DOD in February of 2010. Remember, that's when the documents came out about the massive ramp up and build up to hire tens of thousands of additional internment specialists for in the U.S. during civil emergencies. And it said to run the barbed wire and the checkpoints and the different jobs you'd have, and then the crews getting the camps ready with water and latrines and all that. Billions of dollars being spent, and Pentagon whistleblowers calling us and pointing out documents that were on the federal purchase order sites, and then the so-called patriots all going, there's Alex again, fear-mongering. Again, even our supposed people that are awake are so cowardly that they won't even admit how dire our straits are. If we're going to get out of this, we're going to have to grow up and realize what's happening. I'm going to try to shut up when we come back and just read Watson's article. But it is important to get this out to everybody now. It's at Infowars.com.